Welcome back to another episode of Eternal Darkness. In the last episode, we were playing as Elia, the Cambodian dancer, who was exploring the old temple of Angkor Thom, and we met Mantaruk, the crawling chaos, who is obviously an enemy of the ancients. So now we are back, and something changed around here. The candles are lit, and the thing is, while Alex is reading the book and learning about the past of her family, she actually learns things. And so now we know how this is working. A small shrine of candles. The placement appears to be very deliberate, corresponding to etchings on the table and an illustration upon the wall. Some of the candles have been lit. So we have to extinguish the middle one and the right one. And things happen. And there's a little, I have no clue how to call it. Message tube, of course. Let's open this thing. An antique leather-bound message tube, the kind used to transport sealed message scrolls. It appears to be unopened. There might be something inside, and we open it, of course. And another chapter. But first, a little sequence.
Your presence is welcomed, Majesty. As always, I am honored.
Our dealings are a pleasure to us both. As do we all.
What is this flaw you wish to discuss with us?
My concern is with the other ancients. Xel'lotath, Xel'lotath. Should they unite with Mantaruk, they would doubtlessly possess enough power to vanquish even thee.
As darkness abhors light, and light abhors dark, the others will not, cannot join forces.
Mantaruk will be bound, and the others will sink into insanity when I return.
As has been foretold,
I was unaware.
there is much you do not know.
And much you never will.
Be certain to retrieve Mantaruk's essence. It is necessary to cement our place in the world.
Then what of Charlemagne the Frank? What do you intend for him?
The Frank is an instrument of light. He seeks to unite Europe under his banner.
With this in place, my guardians will be hard-pressed to perform the functions you require.
For your own schemes, Pius. Think of your future.
Then Charlemagne will be removed from the picture.
Make sure he is dead. Or insane.
Or perhaps one and the other. Just make sure he is removed from power.
Of course. He is as good as dead.
And these little sequences where Pius is actually talking to his ancient are the big thing that are different in every playthrough, of course, because he's talking to another ancient every time, and the ancients are pretty different. So, we have another chapter, let's read it.
From my research, it is apparent that the endeavors of mankind are mere puppetry at the hands of the ancients. Whenever a king vows reform, the ancients move quickly to stifle it. Under the auspices of Emperor Charlemagne the Frank, the new Holy Roman Empire was at the height of its power.
Hanc mit ad dominum et imperatorum nostrum, calum magnum francum.
Deliver this to our Lord and Emperor Charlemagne the Frank. No one but him must see it. Words for his eyes only. At once.
sorcery is this? A spell? I am bewitched. If this was meant for Charlemagne, then what will become of him? I have to warn him of this treachery.
And this is our new hero. This is Anthony. And we are in Amiens in the year 840. And we have to warn Charlemagne the Frank because weird stuff is going on here. After Anthony briefly describes his mission, the monk informs him that Charlemagne was last seen in audience with the bishop in the visiting chamber. And this chamber is around here. You can actually hear him talk, but it is closed. Muffled voices emanate from inside the bishop's visiting chamber. However, the door is locked and Anthony will need the bishop's key to enter and gain an audience with Charlemagne. So, we have to get this key. Let's look around a bit, and the important thing is this coffin. Let's open it, because why not?
Oh my god, what is
What
it?
happened? This devil's work. We should get out of here.
You have proven what we have feared the most. This poor man has been the victim of great evil. Look how his body has been defiled, as if something has burst out from inside him. Here, take this for your protection, and find the bishop. He must be informed of this horrible discovery.
And we get our weapon, the Scramazax. That sounds so weird when pronounced in English. Let's call it Scramazax. So, the thing with the monk is actually all the people around here thought he jumped from a tower and fell to his death, but as you see, his chest is burst open, and that is pretty much not how someone would look like that jumped from a high place. So, we have this weird scroll and our weapon. This Franken-Saxon weapon relies on a hefty blade to deliver deadly cutting and slashing attacks. It does not have a handguard, as it was designed for offensive rather than defensive fighting. So let's equip it. And go up the stairs. And things happen. Weird things. So this will happen quite often in this game. So here are, I have no idea how to call these things, pedestals? And there are statues, and here's Elijah. Pretty Elijah and Pius Augustus. But as he fell to the darkness, his statue is broken. So the whole purpose of this place, also take a look at the nice screaming faces on the ground. The purpose of this place is actually to get the Tome of Eternal Darkness in every chapter. Cradled in what appears to be a leathery hand lies a mysterious book. It is bound in human skin and intricately decorated with shrunken bones. It beckons and yearns to be possessed, and we will take it. And we will see what happens. So, now Anthony basically knows about the story that is written in the book, and in theory we are able to use magic, but as we haven't learned any magic yet, we cannot use it. So, let's take this glowing thingy out here. It's a blue urn. Oh, look at this nice urn. Would be a shame if something would happen to it. Oh, damn it. While fumbling around, the urn slips from Anthony's stiff fingers, dashing itself into fragments as it hits the floor. And we have a blue broken urn. And a rune? What? So, this is how the magic system works. You have spells which are built from different runes, and you need this thing. A mysterious golden medallion rests upon the desk. A magic circle, and you place the runes for a spell in this circle of power. You place the runes in this, and that these create the spells, but we need more, so let's go on. Amongst the tomes and manuscripts, a book brings attention to itself, oddly pristine on the dusty shelf that doesn't quite belong. And let's move the thing, because of course it is a lever. And let's go down. We are going down, and the zombie contains another rune. I have no clue why this thing is actually stuck in his body, but I don't care. Also, this weapon is terrible. But I like the finishing animation as he just throws the sword into the enemy's back. Zonk. That is nice. Zombie guy, I can hear the zombie. Ouch. Also, the special thing about the green zombies is that you can cut off their limbs and their head, but they still kind of have them. So they are always able to see you, and they are always able to hit you, but I think if they hit you with their weird green energy limbs, they don't do physical damage, but they do quite a lot of sanity damage then. Oh, this weapon is so damn terrible. I hate this thing. Let's pick up the torch. Finish these guys. So, and take the torch for now. Because there's stuff on the ground that I need. Parts of a broken urn. Yeah, I know. So, and let's talk to the monk. Hello, friend. Grateful for his life, the monk tells Anthony what happened. He was carrying a sacred urn from the baptismal font when he was confronted by the bishop, who was brandishing a large blade in whose eyes burned with an evil fire. Frightened, the monk dropped the urn out of shock and ran. Returning to retrieve the urn, he found only the sword the bishop had left behind. With thanks, he gives the bishop's sword to Anthony. So, this is a nice weapon. And we already have the urn, but we need another thing to use it. So, now we have 2 broken urns. So, the torch, of course, gives light, but you can do another thing with it. You can burn the black and the green zombies. And as you see, the spell actually shows its effects, as Anthony turns into an undead himself. So, zombies fighting each other. Damn it, the black one won! Actually, the black zombies are supposed to be the weakest enemies in the whole game, so it's weird that the black one actually killed the green one, but the green ones have quite low health. So let's take this. These stone plates are called what are they called in? Codexes. Yes, they tell me what a rune is called and what it stands for. That is important for building spells. So, But I need another rune. Oh, do I have all 3 already? No. So, important thing, as we have seen in the other room with the monk, these things actually burn, and the fire in this game looks so awfully terrible, it hurts. Let's go on, and another person that I want to hit with my torch. And there he is, the bishop. Evil bishop. Moving a bit weirdly. So, let's take a look around. So, another codex. The thing is, I have to place 3 urns full of water on this plate, so the door opens. I think I missed the urn. How did I manage to do this? This is actually extremely weird. Of course, I have to throw this thing. No. Huh? Where was the 3rd rune? Now I am a bit confused. I think I never managed to miss one of the runes at this point. Now this is interesting. Did I miss an enemy? What the heck? Was it here around here somewhere? I'm actually really confused now. Wasn't it? No, I think the first... No. The first rune is up here, that's right. That was the one in the urn. So let's go on. And then the one in the zombie. Or do I have all 3? No. Of course I have all 3. I'm dumb. But I actually missed the spell itself, which is weird. Where was it? The problem is when I'm running through the game, I tend to not see every item that is lying somewhere. I think it was on the altar, right? I remember something being on the altar at some point. Oh no, this is no, that is in another part of the game. The thing is, you have to find the spells so you know what a spell actually does. You can use them without getting the spell itself. So I can use this. I know what it does. This is a magical item spell which is used for repairing items and for enchanting weapons. Yes, I know how this works. I think the spell is in the bishop's room and I just didn't click on it. But I don't care, I have what I need. Yeah, hello friend. And we take some water. No, this is already filled. Yeah. Now we have 3 urns of water. It was on the desk, right? It was on the desk. Of course, I didn't click on it. Amongst the books on the table rests an ancient scroll of what appears to be paper. And now we can see what the spell actually does. No, I don't care. No, that's tutorial. I don't. Yeah. So, let's go on with the game. Let's place the urns full of water or whatever was in the bed. Yeah, I need all 3. And now I can leave the plate and the door will stay open. So. Also another thing that you can do with the magical item is enchanting weapons. Now I have a blue sword, which is pretty pointless as the enemies are aligned with the green god, which is superior to the blue one. Damn it.
So, you have come to return my book. Very well then. For your efforts, I promise a quick and merciful death.
Ah, well, it was still enough. Because these enemies are very weak and the weapon itself is very strong. So, I have the key and here's a weird altar. A shrine to a god that bespeaks of an ancient evil that graced the earth before mankind walked its valleys. Finding stuff like this under a cathedral is always a good sign. And Anthony isn't looking too healthy anymore. Also, funny thing, Anthony can actually not die. This spell is turning him into a zombie, and when he dies, he's revived by the spell. So this is basically still another part of the tutorial if you want, so. Yeah. I don't care. I just have to go back. And another type of enemy. This is a trapper, and I think I have to walk into the first one. Trappers don't attack you, but they teleport you away to this weird place. This is the trapper dimension. If you want to leave, the trapper dimension sprawls in every direction. Whilst in this place, magic cannot be cast and humans are subjected to odd phenomena. The portals cycle from color to color as time progresses, and only the quick will escape. So, if I want to leave, I have to get the violet teleport. Actually, it's not important which you use, because the other colors bring you to these platforms, and on every platform there is a magic plate on the ground that you can use to heal one of your character stats. So the trapper dimension itself is actually pretty useful, but it is getting on your nerves when you're being hit by these guys all the time. So the thing with trappers is they are blind. They can hear, but they can hear you, so you have to move quietly. Trappers have no eyes, but can sense sound very well. If Anthony can sneak past them, they won't be trouble. So I use the sneaky button. Also, touching them is not a good idea. I don't care. I run past the enemies, I don't care. Hello, friend. he doesn't care too much about what is actually happening around him. Well, Anthony moves a bit weird at this point. And another friend who wants to play. This is a horror. It is big, it is bad, it hurts you, it can shoot magic, and it will punch you in the face really hard. Ouch. But if you cut off the things that resemble the head, it will die. But especially the green ones, not the green ones, the red ones can do quite heavy damage. So let's go down here. Yeah. Don't lose your head, buddy. And we've reached the door. Let's open it and warn Charlemagne.
Trying to save him, Anthony. His fate was decided many centuries ago, as is the fate of this world. Despite your faith, there is little to save you from the power of Xel'lotath.
And another chapter completed. I want to thank you for your attention. If you want, please watch the other videos of this series. But for now, I wish you a nice, gloomy and calm October day. See you next time.